Fair enough? So you have to write the argumentative essay, take the chapter 16 quiz, take the grammar quiz 4 on Wednesday. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. It says grammar quiz 4, okay? And then turn in the final discussion board and the final exam. Do you want me to write this down on a piece of paper for you? Okay. So if you want to go work on, do you have the sample essay? Did you get a copy of that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I was trying to get something that doesn't have something, find a blank piece of paper. Come on, I know I've got some in here somewhere. I always have those pages, unless I clean them out. There we go. Okay, so. Turn in. The argument essay is due by tomorrow night. Okay? No, it's due tonight. I'm sorry, it's due tonight. It's due tonight? Good question. Good question, Patty. Okay. Let's see. Course content. It may be due tonight, actually. Give me something, okay? And make an honest attempt. Yeah, it's due tonight, okay? And the discussion board is in week 15.
And you said our final paper is gonna be on what we thought?
The reflective discussion board has you tell me, what the assignment was, what you got right, what you got wrong, what did you learn from that assignment, okay? And then, the final essay is, you look back over the course of the semester, what have you learned about yourself as a writer, is basically what it is, okay? So looking at your previous assignments allows you to see if you've grown, okay? Final exam is due by 10 a.m. Monday, I'm pretty sure. I will be here in class at 8 a.m. on Monday. Turn in final exam by 10 a.m. Monday. Okay? I'll be here. If you want to come in here and write it during class, you can do that. But I will be here, okay? Hey, everybody. All right. If you want, I can send that to you in a course message, too. I didn't put down, make up chapter 16 quiz, did I?
Well, it said, grammar 4
No.
on...
The grammar 4 quiz is due Wednesday. That's the only day you can take it. Chapter 16 you have from now until Friday midnight. Chapter 16 quiz. Hey, everybody. So your papers are due by midnight tonight. I want to talk a little bit about what I saw in the drafts. And what I saw in the drafts was a little bit disheartening, disappointing. I had some of you turn in drafts and they have no quotes in them. You see my problem? This is a research essay. Just because you have 5 sources on a works cited doesn't mean you use them in the paper. You have to have at least 2 quotes in your paper. And you had that sample essay that shows you that, remember? So if you don't have quotes in it, then you've missed a big portion of what's required on this assignment. Morning, JC. So let me get over to the week. So that's one of the things that I'm concerned about. I'm also concerned about that I got drafts that were single-spaced. It's like, this is the 5th or 6th thing you've written for me this semester. Don't turn me in something single-spaced, because I'm liable to not grade it and just put a 0 on it, because you should not have errors in formatting. The essay should be single-spaced. Double-spaced. You should have a heading on it. Come on. and you've got to have quotes, and you've got to have sources. Now, if you haven't found sources and you want to turn it without it, the best you're going to make is a 70. I'm just telling you. It's about learning to do research, because next semester you will have to write a research essay about a piece of literature. So that's one reason why we do that this semester, okay? Some of you have sent me questions. I've already responded to them. I got here early, even for me on a Monday. And this is after I did a 5K at Tech last night. I did the Carol of Lights run for fun. So I'm just giving you a heads up. The makeup quizzes, all of the quizzes are available. It's your responsibility to go in My Grades and see where you don't have a grade. That'll tell you. And then you can go to the announcements to see when to make them up. But they're all, okay. But if you can't find it, it should be I don't have any of my announcements disappear just because it's too much trouble, all right? So, it tells you what weeks the open quizzes and for grammar or for the chapters are available. So if you miss some, you can go make them up. Next year, I'm not going to do makeups. I'm really disappointed at the number of makeups I've had to have. You have to have a legitimate excuse to make up a quiz now. If you just forgot to take it, I'm sorry. I've got it open for 17 hours. You should be able to fit a quiz in 17 hours, So, but this gives you when the chapters and what weeks they're in, because I can only open them up in the week they were taken. I can't take it out of that week without taking it out of the grade book. So for all the people who took it on time, I've got to leave it in there. So that's where you have to go to take those again. Let's see. Go back over here. This week, you have a couple of things to do, and next week, you only have one. And it's only the first day, and then we're done. So here's your weekly checklist. If you got any questions, ask about them now in class. Hopefully I can hear you. But you turn in your final of your argument essay by midnight. Get that receipt. I don't want to hear excuses about, oh, I forgot to get a receipt. You've turned in every single essay and turn it in this semester. You should know how to do it now and get that receipt. And also check and make sure that it's the right one, because they give you the preview, okay? Make up any missed quizzes you have from, where we're at, 9:02 today. You have 9 until midnight on Friday to make up the quizzes. And don't tell me you had to go to a dadgum basketball tournament, because you could make it out today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. Yes, I know there's basketball games on Tuesday, but you don't play them during the day. You play them at night, okay? The only day you can take the final grammar quiz, which is grammar quiz 4, is on Wednesday. It opens up probably at 8. Let's see. Yeah, it opens up at 7. There, I've shown it right there. It's grammar quiz 4, a little bit of all of them. And that's the only day you can take it. If you miss it on Wednesday, you don't get to make it up. I mean, it's going to take a death in the family, which I'm sorry to say, for you to get a chance to make that up. Don't tell me you had an activity outside of school. I have kids missing today to go on a field trip. So, and I understand that's important to you guys, but don't give me excuses. I'm really tired of them by the end of the semester, okay? And then complete the reflective discussion board by midnight. Remember, I showed you that last week. It's down here. That's where you have a thread, and you have 3 sections. And okay, what you're going to say, Ms. Thompson, what happens if you don't get my argumentative essay done? If I don't get it back to you until Friday night, then I'll give you till Monday to get it done, okay? But you can do most of it before then, so don't procrastinate on this. Remember, you'll create a thread. You're going to you need to edit to get back to it if you saved it as a draft. So you tell me what the assignment was, what you wrote about, what you got right, what you got wrong, and what you learned from it. That's what you tell me on the 3. So you can do narrative, compare and contrast, and the summary. So all you have left is the argumentative. And if you choose to say, well, after having seen her comments on my draft, if you don't go back in and you got 25 on your draft, and you don't go back in and look at my comments, and I said, you don't have a single sentence thesis with 3 points in it, it's your fault, because I've made comments, but I'm giving you credit for that draft. So you can say, oh, she told me I didn't have any quotes. Oh, she told me I didn't have enough sources. You can guess what I'm going to comment on from what I did on your drafts, okay? If you want to comment on your drafts, I can take that. That'll make me happy, okay? And if you didn't turn in a draft, it's hard to make comments on it, okay? So, that's what you've gotta do. I'm gonna continue to save my draft, so I can show it. So that's what you have to do. And I got an email from somebody. Let me see. Oh. Okay, that was the other thing I noticed. If you have a quote from somebody, and dates are not important as much in MLA. If you have a quote from somebody, like Scotland just sent me a question. She said, I have a part in my essay where I say in 2008, Jim McGraw says, and then she goes on to give the quote. If you don't have a source on your works cited that says McGraw, Jim, I can't match it up. So you have to make sure that whoever you're saying says the words is the person who's that first item on your works cited. You got it? Because if you quote John Smith and I can't find Smith, I'm going to say this source is not in your paper. You have to give me that information. And yes, I realize a lot of times people quote other people in their works. You have to tell me who actually you got the words from. You didn't get them from John Smith, or McGraw. You got them from whatever that article was. If you don't have an author, you have to give me the title of the article in parenthetical reference or integrated in the sentence. Okay? Look at that sample. Remember the sample essay? It shows you what to do. I have to be able to match everything up. Otherwise, I go, oh. And obviously, if you don't have a source on your works cited, as far as I'm concerned, it can't be from the databases because the databases gave you the citations, right? You see? So, I can't count it as an SPC database. So, did I answer your question, Scotland? Wave your hands and tell me yes or no. Okay, all right. Wow, you're way back there in the back, aren't you? Okay. All right, so that's the point. So if you've got any other questions, today it's probably going to be quicker to get me in an email than it is in the course message, I'll be honest. So, but I have responded to all of you guys. I have not done anything on my Tuesday, Thursday classes. It's sad and pathetic. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put the grades on your peer revision comments, okay? Do you need to go work? Okay. Don't lose that paper. Take a picture of it with your phone. Am I not smart? Because you're not going to lose your phone, are you? You might lose a piece of paper, but your phone's going to stay with you. Okay. So remember, Wednesday's the grammar quiz. I'll be here. I'll remind you. You can take it during class. That's, you know. Uh-oh. There we go. That looks better. I'm sorry? Huh? You wrote 3 essays and a summary. Does that make sense? Well, you've written 3 things. You've written the narrative, the compare and contrast, and the summary. The summary is part of the argument. Okay. So technically, by the time we finish the class, you'll have done 4, but I pushed it in with the argument on the discussion board. So if you want to work on the discussion boards, you can do that. And just to clarify, it's not 2 quotes from one source, it's 2 quotes from 2 different sources. You have to have 2 sources. You have to have, I feel like President Nixon, tricky dicky, victory. You have to have quotes from 2 sources to get a B. If you have 2 quotes from 2 sources from the database, you have the possibility of an A. And I can't guarantee B's because it depends on what else you do and everything else. That's the other thing. The works cited is in alphabetical order, not the order in which you quote in the essay. Because what happens if you go back and quote somebody a second time? You never have a source on there more than once. The source serves anytime you quote from a source, that's why you only have to put a source on there once. It seems like kids seem to think you have to put it on there and give me page numbers. No, you give me the source one time. Source works for all different quotes from it. And please don't use apostrophes, use quotation marks. Oh, I haven't put it in there. Good point. Thank you for saying that, okay? I don't have any place to turn it in yet. I thought I'd done you guys, but I think I did a different section is what I did. All right, I'll create it right now. Give me just a minute. Make sure that you're not turning in Pages or Google Docs, something freaky strange out there, okay? It has to be Word, RTF, or PDF, okay? So now when you go into week 15, at the bottom, you're gonna see turn in final of argumentative here, okay? It's there now. Thanks for letting me know. Yes.
Whenever you put in the article, the author state, and then do you put a comma after?
In the article, blank, blah, 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 you give me the full title, comma after the last word, then the quotation marks. The comma goes into,
The author state?
you can say, no.
Oh, after the.
In the title of the article, put a comma, close the quotation marks, and then the author states.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an introductory prepositional phrase, and most titles are longer than 2 words. Traditionally, prepositional phrases of 3 or more words get commas after them when they begin a sentence. That is a grammar rule. That doesn't make sense, but it is a grammar rule. Okay, I probably need to go in and do that. I'll just do the next class during that class, if I haven't already done it. So that was Michaela, I think, that sent that email to me, right? Yeah. Thank you, Michaela. Appreciate it. And don't forget, guys, put works cited above the works cited. It's centered, not underlined. And if you remember when I went over that sample essay, I said it shouldn't be underlined. I had somebody, it looked just like theirs, like the sample one. So, they don't necessarily have to be on their own page, so I am going to try to print these out to grade them, since I grade faster. And I'll probably have to back off on how many comments I make, so I can get through them all. Okay. Oh, wow, Scotland, that was fast. So she's the first one to turn in the essay. I'm not going to grade it right now. Let's go over here. Oh. I was gonna check and see if you guys, if Abernathy had registered for class yet. Nope, not that class. Where's this person? I have somebody in that class. I could figure out my section numbers. Okay. Hey, Abernathy, I see I have some of you in here, but if you're all coming back, we're gonna have to up the number. So, if you don't get, there's only 5 seats left. Is everybody coming back next semester or not? Anybody not coming back? Because I need to tell them to go ahead and up the number so that when we hit the break, so that you get in and there is no confusion. I will take care of that right now. Keep going to the wrong sections. Okay, 26, all right. Let me send an email. I'll be right there, give me just a second.
Okay.
I'm just checking the number, okay. I'm gonna send an email to get them to up that course to 26. Okay.
Okay, so I just like copied that.
Right,
and
so now
then-
you gotta make it double-spaced, okay, so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do, and it's like not letting me even make the.
You don't even worry about it, okay, what kind of computer is it?
Microsoft.
Oh, so it's a PC, it should be able to, don't worry, you don't need to, just highlight your citation, okay? Okay, so go up to paragraph,
Oh, the hanging.
no, we don't need the hanging indent, we need to tell it to double space. Line spacing, okay?
And then
Does he
I
already-
get the font, so.
Okay, go over here to, and go to 12. If it's Times New Roman, you can take it up to 14. I
Is
would've-
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on, and make the whole thing 14. I will be honest, I had some of that huge monster class, they use like 9-point font, and their presentations, they've used tiny, tiny font, and I'm like, I can't read this, it's too small. So if it says, whatever. Ouch. It's 4:41, idiot. Oh, would be nice to give somebody 115 points on that. Mm. I just saw this on somebody I'm looking at. Don't italicize your quotes. I've got an essay, I'm just looking, and it's the quotes are italicized. There's no reason to italicize them. You're putting them in quotation marks. They don't need italics. But remember, if you give numbers, dates, any kind of statistics, or a story from a source, you have to give credit to that source. Okay. Oh, I see a bunch more coming in. I'm just gonna glance at them real quickly as to help make sure that they've turned in and I can open them, okay? Okay, Scotland's good. Charlie's good. Leah's is good. Hey, Sydney, did you get my response to your metaphor? Okay, Sydney, no first person. I look in your introduction and I see I bigger than anything else in there. And on my comments on your draft, I said, no first person. You want me to delete this attempt so you can resubmit it and get rid of the I's? Wave your hands if you do. Okay. No first person, no second person. Come on, guys. Okay. Let's see. I've got to go into, make sure that I'm at Sydney's, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go delete your first attempt, okay? Sydney, Sydney, Sydney. Ooh, it's way down here. Few details.
So when you're in the discussion board, all you have to do is save draft and it'll save it, right?
I'm sorry?
All you have to do is save the draft and it'll save.
Save the draft, keeps it in there, and it doesn't send it to me for grading. Because if you submit it with only one done, I can't do any, I have to reject it, which means it wastes my time, okay?
Okay.
Okay, view attempt. Oh, wait, manual override. Da, 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 da. Okay, what is going on? Why won't it let me delete it? Attempts. I've never had that happen, that it won't let me delete it. Edit grade. Okay. Needs grading. Let me try a different approach. Oh, here we go. Clear attempt. Okay, it's done, Sydney. Make sure yours is the only one I took out. That sounded bad, I took it out. Okay, yeah, it's gone, Sydney. Okay. Colton, I'm looking at yours. If the title of your article was only in quotation marks on your works cited, you don't italicize it in your paper. See, I keep seeing things I need to tell you guys. You see, let me make it bigger. Can you see how that, right there? According to the article, the boycott of Target won't hurt Target's reputation. When I scroll down here, it's on all of your titles. What? No. They should not all be italicized. Only the Washington Post should be italicized. You got a lot of work to do to fix it up, okay? Okay, Colton. No the title, if it's in quotation marks, it's not italicized. Got it? I'm going to delete yours in just a second. So no italicizing on the titles, only on the big ones, okay? Get rid of the coloring and the colored URL and the underlining on your URLs. Let's see. Yeah, for some reason, all of yours are italicized. you had to go do that yourself, okay? They're only in quotation marks. The only thing italicized is gonna be Pew Research. Gale in context, opposing viewpoints. Gale opposing viewpoints online collection, okay? And Washington Post up here. So you gotta fix all of those in your essay. I'm gonna do that right now. I'll delete it. I gotta find it now. So you guys get a benefit, okay? That's what I'm saying, because I'm looking at yours right now. So yours has been deleted, Colton, so you can fix that. If you wanna leave it in, that will make me upset. I'll just tell you, okay? You've got plenty of time to fix it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to see like where I go back to find it and
To find what?
the save picture.
Okay, so go over here to display. Okay, let me steal your computer. I'm gonna show you, this is what happened to, J.C. here. She was working on her paragraph. Okay, let's see. And if you look here, when she's in that reflective discussion board, but she doesn't see it, okay? There's nothing there. You have to go and click on Show All, and do you see how it just popped up? So if you see that display, if you see nothing in there but you see a display, go to Display and click on Show All. Okay? Hopefully that will save it. It won't show it anymore on mine because I've got it set up on Show All. Okay. All right, going back in really quick. So if you happen to realize that you've made a mistake with your titles or something, let me know. I can delete them, okay? It's not a big deal. Kylie, I'm up to you. Let's see here.
Oh, and then you have to press edit after that.
Yeah, you have to press edit. Sorry. You have to have display, and then you click edit, and it allows you to change your entry. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, Kylie. Parenthetical reference is always part of the sentence where the quote occurs. It's at the end. And I see first person in yours also. Kylie, are you there? Is Kylie not there? She told me she wasn't going to be here today. No, she's got to be there. She's not? Well, she turned it in. Okay. I'm not going to delete it because I don't have any way to get in touch with her, so I'll let her know. Okay. We're almost done, okay? Good. I bought my son a game for Christmas. 38-year-old man's got to have games. All right. Make sure you don't have first person in there. Uh-oh. I just got a message from somebody. Oh, she's getting her wisdom teeth removed. Okay, it's not like she would be in a great shape to do anything. I knew she'd sent me a message, so. Oh. That's tough. Okay, going on to the next person then. Up to JC. Oh, you asked all your questions? No first person in there?
Yes.
No second person? No italicized titles of things? Okay, I won't look at yours. So Shay, I'm looking at yours real quick. And it's amazing how quickly I jumps out at me when somebody has
Your
an I in their
conference is
paper.
scheduled to end in 2 minutes.
Okay. I'm not even looking. And I'm going to tell you guys, I see grammar and punctuation errors, but I'm not commenting on those, okay? Because I don't have time.
Are we good to go?
You are good to go. I will see y'all Wednesday. Bring your computers and you can take the grammar quiz in here. And if you've got any other questions, you can ask me, okay? And if I have your papers graded, maybe, that's a bit optimistic on my part, but, so for you guys, if I grade your papers and after Wednesday, I will send them to you in I will try, hopefully I'll get them done before Friday, or sometime at least by Friday, so I can scan them and email them to you, okay? It'll be attached to your grade, okay?